Hello Sang Novelis friends! This time, I will begin the audio novel Ayame, Princess of the Sky. Let's get started. Tragic news. In the spring of 2002 in Japan, a plane crash occurred that shocked the entire nation. An aircraft crashed into the open sea while en route to Los Angeles. On board were several important figures and officials traveling on official duty. The Tokushu Kyunantai deployed 200 personnel to search for and rescue the passengers and crew. A private television station broadcast news of the accident. The report stated that after several days of searching, the Tokushu Kyunantai declared all passengers and crew members deceased. The people of Japan mourned deeply upon hearing the news. The following day, two high school girls were eating at the ramen shop they usually visited during lunch break. By chance, they overheard the news of the plane crash being aired on the shop's television. The report stated that during several days of searching, the Tokushu Kyunantai found no survivors. In other words, all passengers were declared dead, including the pilot and flight crew. Tokutei sareta higaisha no hitori wa Hamada Shitoshi to Yujin Butsu desu. One of the victims who has been identified is a man named Hamada Shitoshi, said the news anchor. One of the girls who heard the name immediately burst into tears. "Otou-san! Sore wa Otou-san no namai desu. Father, that's my father's name." The girl cried while sobbing. All the customers in the shop were shocked to learn that one of the victims had a daughter present there. "Sayaka, naze naiteiru no desu ka? Why are you crying, Sayaka?" her friend asked. "Yuri," said the girl known as Sayaka as she hugged her friend. Her crying grew intense in Yuri's arms. Yuri was confused seeing Sayaka continue to cry. She tried to ask for an explanation, but Sayaka only pointed at the television while repeatedly saying, "My father." Shocked and saddened, she then invited Sayaka to go home. Once they arrived home, Sayaka asked Yuri to stay with her for the night. They had been close friends since elementary school. Yuri nodded and agreed. Throughout the night, Sayaka continued to cry, lost in memories of her father. "Why did Dad leave me alone?" Sayaka cried silently to herself. She was now an orphan. Her mother had passed away earlier from brain cancer after fighting the illness for 2 years. Sayaka eventually fell asleep in Yuri's lap. When Yuri realized her friend was asleep, she gently moved Sayaka's head onto a pillow. At 7:30 a.m., the telephone in Sayaka's house rang. Yuri immediately answered it since Sayaka was still asleep. "Good morning, this is the residence of Hamada Shitoshi. How may I help you?" Yuri greeted politely. From the other end of the line, a man's voice claimed to be a lawyer representing the Hamada family and asked to speak with Sayaka. Yuri explained that Sayaka was still asleep after crying all night. However, the man said he wished to come to the house immediately. So, how will the story continue? Curious, aren't you? Wait for the next part on Sang Novelis.